Are you ready to heal your anxiety, stress, and self doubt in just 30 days using mind optimization system to achieve high energy, laser focus, and unstoppable confidence? Welcome to this mental health training. Myself, Miracle Mohan, your mental health expert and your guide for this training. So, who is this training for? This training is specifically designed for eight-figure entrepreneurs silently struggling with anxiety, stress, self doubt, and a lot of fears. At this stage, achieved high success makes also not to feel vulnerable, maybe with your family members, with in your workplace. And if you're not vulnerable, definitely you cannot receive help from other people. And that's the reason you are here with us, feeling vulnerable and looking for a solution. And this is completely a non-judgmental space. And sometimes maybe what we are going to share also makes you feel get offended, but definitely that is not our objective. Our objective is to help you know what is the problem and what is the exact root cause and how you can come out of it. And feeling low energy, low focus, low confidence, most of the time, most of the day we feel this low energy, low focus, and low confidence, and which also result in doubting your ability to make decisions, important decisions in your business, and grow your business. And because to grow business we need to be more creative, but if you're going through anxiety, stress, and fears, which will not help you be more creative and more intuitive and not living a calm, balanced, happy life. And of course, we also start, when we are going through so much in our life, we start judging ourselves, criticizing ourselves, hating ourselves, blaming ourselves and life and business, maybe to some extent. And what are the consequences in our business if you're going through this mental health issues such as stress, anxiety, fears, and self-doubt? It may lead to certain wrong investments and a lot of missed opportunities and distracted management, because our mind is constantly restless and agitated. Obviously, we cannot focus on exactly what is most important to us, and which also reduces efficiency, and employees lose motivation when the leader lacks energy and high confidence. Stress blocks creativity and risk taking, preventing business expansion. So definitely, if you're not creative, and definitely you cannot be more, you cannot get intuitive ideas and strategies to grow your business. And investor clients and partners lose confidence in your visibly stressed leader, because if you are not confident about yourself, the way you present yourself, so definitely other team members, investor clients also lose confidence in you, and there are chances that you also lose business. And consequences in health, you may because of this low energy makes it harder to perform at peak levels, and you have a lot of ability, you have a lot of potential to impact more people, maybe impact your team members and impact your clients. And anxiety leads to insomnia, restless nights, or which also leads to migraine health issues, which can be more severe. Stress results in mental and emotional imbalance. So there is a lot of conflict between our mind and our heart. So constantly we feel mind says something and heart says something else. So definitely there is no harmony, there is no synchronicity, and which may also lead to high BP, diabetes, and heart race due to prolonged stress, which may cost a lot of time, a lot of money in future if you have not solved this problem immediately. Constant hustle without resilience shortens health span and lifespan, because what we need at this point of is inner strength, because we cannot control what goes around us, but definitely certainly we can create what happens within us, what goes within us. And that's why you are here today. And consequences in your relationships might be maybe emotionally disconnected with your family members, and which also can cause a lot of relationship conflicts in your family. And fear of judgment prevents from sharing struggles openly. If you're not able to share it openly, be vulnerable with your family members, definitely they do not know to help you, they may not be able to support you, they may not be help you. And conflict with business partners, team, because of your short temper or insecurity, damages the trust issues, and trust issues can cause maybe the important or the valuable team members can leave your company, leave your business, or maybe partners may lose confidence in you and lose loss of intimacy and bonding. See, when you are going through so much of stress and anxiety, you are disconnected from yourself, your true self, authentic self, the real self. And also definitely it may cause a lot of disconnection between other people. Also definitely you cannot have a good intimate relationship with your loved beings, with the loved persons. And loneliness, feel unsupported despite external success. Outside you may look very very successful because you have built a great business, successful business, but inside we feel loneliness and fearful and feeling unsupported, because definitely if only if you are vulnerable we get support from other people. But as long as if you are not open and willing to share our insecurities or these emotional issues, definitely we cannot expect help and support from other family members. And what are the reasons for this anxiety, stress, and self doubt? Let's understand. And basically, there are two reasons. There are only two reasons. Okay, no matter what stage you are, what at what intensity of your this anxiety, stress, and self doubt. But hey, there are only two reasons. And the reason number one is when something wanted but does not happen. You want something. You want more profits. You want more peace. When you want your team member perform to well, but if that does not happen, that's when you start reacting, which also cause anxiety, stress, and self-doubt. Then the reason number two is when something unwanted happens. Maybe you get some loss, maybe your client does not pay money on time, or you lose some business opportunity. That's when you also start reacting, and which can cause anxiety, stress, and self-doubt, and also a lot of fears. And that's when your brain starts reacting with fight mode or flight mode or freeze mode. So what is this exactly? So the brain has three parts. One is reptilian brain, which is unconscious, and the activity of this unconscious mind is to always be in survival and be reactive, because we it always feels threat. So in order to protect you from this threat, so we start reacting, we start reacting with either fight mode or flight mode or freeze mode, because we perceive something as threat. So what we perceive something as threat, so as we discussed in the previous slide, when something unwanted happens we perceive as a threat, or when something wanted but does not happen we also perceive this as a threat. Then that's when we start reacting with fight mode or flight mode or freeze mode. Freeze mode is nothing but we simply don't react and we suppress all of it. Maybe let's say you have a lot of anger but you cannot show your anger, maybe to your employees or maybe with your family members. So that's when you become freeze and you suppress all these emotions within yourself. Flight mode is you just escape from that situation. And even if you escape from the situation, the circumstances, and maybe it can repeat again one more time, and even if that repeat again, so your reaction will be the same. The situation might be different but your reaction remains same. And or we fight, we express, we shout, we express our anger, but obviously that is not a healthy way to process these emotions. And this is a activity of a reptilian brain. Now let's understand the another part, or the second part of our brain, which is subconscious, which is emotional, lot of feelings. See, the moment you start reacting to something which cause lot of emotions, let's say you're reacting to a situation, to what you're reacting, most of you think. So this is where the real game is all about. You're not reacting to a external situation. Maybe something happened in your environment, maybe something happened in your workplace, something happened in your family, something unwanted or maybe unpleasant, and there is a unpleasant sensation within your body, and you're reacting not to the external situation but to a unpleasant sensation within your body. So this is where missing link is. Many people think that we are reacting to the external situation, but before we are reacting to that external situation, there is something unpleasant. Let's say you're feeling angry. If you're feeling angry, there is some unpleasant sensation. Maybe your heartbeat is more. There is a heart palpitation, and your heart is not in rhythmic. So that means there is unpleasant sensation and you're reacting to that unpleasant sensation because it is not comfortable, because there is a pain and you want to get rid of that pain. So that's why you react. Then there is a feeling which is anger. So for every situation that you are reacting, so here which creates feeling, negative feelings. And the third brain, the third part of our brain is neocortex, which is conscious, which is logical. And that's where many people fall into this loop. Consciously, we all of us want to be positive, wants to be happy all the time. But this reptilian brain, the unconscious brain, the unconscious mind, so it overpowers your conscious mind. Consciously, we all of us want to be positive, happy, but this unconscious mind, which is so deep, because it is a habit mind. This unconscious mind is a habit. It has become an automatic program. So first it enters into conscious, then subconscious, then it becomes an automatic program, which means without even our awareness, the program runs. Okay, so that's why it become unconscious. So consciously we think to feel positive, to be positive, but unconsciously we always keep reacting to the situations. And now, because of what happens, if you start reacting, your mind becomes restless, you become agitated, you become tensed. And what happens if you become restless? That restlessness, what we are calling as anxiety. And this agitation leads to a lot of anger issues. And this tension can cause a lot of stress. If you are solving this particular problem at this stage, see, when you're feeling restless, identify your mind constantly filled with lot of stuff, and you feel overwhelmed. That is a state, that is an indication that you're feeling restless and you're feeling agitated. You do not know what happening, you're emotionally imbalanced. That's when you know that you're agitated. And if you're having tension, so you definitely, you cannot focus on one particular thing at a time. You are not in the present moment. That's a clear indication that you are in tension. When you identify at this level, it will not lead to anxiety, it will not lead to anger issues, it will not lead to stress. But obviously, we all move to this stage where we feel anxious, we feel anger, we feel stressful. It's because it has become a habit pattern. Once it becomes a habit pattern, which means it's an automatic program. You think consciously, I should not react, but automatically, when something bad happens, when something unpleasant happens, your brain starts reacting. So that's why it's become an automatic program. So now, how to break this program? Let's understand. There are many ways to come out of this problem. So first, let's understand, before we understand the solution, let's understand the root cause for anxiety, stress, and self-doubt. See, many people that think that there is only one route which we need to break, but there are many routes. Of course, there are one bigger routes which we need to break. Once we remove that, the entire tree will collapse. Let's say if this tree is filled with anxiety, stress, and self-doubt, and if you want to completely dissolve this anxiety, stress, self-doubt, or eliminate it completely, then there are certain routes. Not just breaking one route will not completely eradicate or eliminate this anxiety, stress, and self-doubt, but there are many links to this. Let's understand the links. What are this the different root cause for this anxiety, stress, and self-doubt? One is womb trauma. We all go through a lot of trauma in our mother womb. I'll talk more about this. And childhood trauma. When we were a children, we all go through a lot of traumatic experiences in our childhood. Okay, and experiential trauma. So at different ages, we all go through some experiences, uncomfortable experiences, painful experiences, which can cause a lot of emotional imbalance within us. And also ancestral trauma. What is this ancestral trauma? So from many generation, we are feeling in certain way, we are thinking in certain way. Where it is coming from, it is not just from this life, from this from our own experiences, but also it is coming from many generations, and we'll talk about that in a while. And past life trauma also, because the result of this life, the result of what we are experiencing in this current life is a result of our past life, the past mind. The obviously we lost that body, but we are carrying that mind. And now, what is this womb trauma? Stress patterns formed even before birth, absorbing the mother's fears and emotions in the womb. Let's say if your mother going through a lot of maybe emotional issues or mental issues, maybe she's feeling stressful, anxious, a lot of fear, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of self-worth issues, and unconsciously, because we have connected to the mother through this umbilical cord. So there we feel no different from mother. If mother is going through happiness, we feel very happy. That's why even doctors nowadays suggesting mothers to be more happy, joyful, or not to be in a stressful environment, not to feel anxious, not to feel fearful. So it's very important to be in a safe environment. Let's say if your mother has gone through a lot of unsafety issues, or maybe stressful situations, or maybe fearful situations, which also affected you to feel these emotions and imbibe within you, start feeling, you start experiencing these emotions within yourself. And that is from that stage it keeps on repeating as a pattern. Means what? It started at some point and it is continuing since then. So that is what we call it as a pattern. So this, from this situation, from your mother whom you started feeling these emotions, because of your mother is feeling these emotions. Here there is no separation between you and your mother. If she is going through sadness, you also feel sadness. If she is going through a lot of happy moments, peaceful, she's feeling happy, peaceful, and also experience that peace and happiness within yourself. And childhood trauma, because when we were children, so we also go through a lot of painful experiences or traumatic experiences in our early childhood, because this creates deep seated fear and self doubt carried into adulthood. Let's say if your father mother was very critical, even if your father and mother is not critical, maybe your teachers were critical, maybe the society, the relatives, your friends were critical to you. Many people say that I had a very good childhood in my very good childhood. My parents were really amazing. But just, yes, of course, parents also, how their behavior affects, how we experience, how we perceive life. And a lot of the times the trauma or the pain comes from external situations also. Maybe when you're in your school, you've been compared with other children, or maybe when you're in front of your relatives, they commented and they insulted you, so which also can cause a lot of painful experiences and a lot of trauma. And since then it is continuing as a pattern unconsciously. These are unconscious. The reason why it is unconscious is because but it is always consciously reacting to your unpleasant sensation, pleasant or unpleasant sensations within your body. So that's why it is super conscious. Okay, but consciously we think that, okay, I need to be positive, but we constantly feel unsafe, and we constantly, let's say if other person comments us, so we become more angry. So who is becoming angry? Who is feeling this pain? It's not you, not an adult. It's the wounded child within you, wounded inner child within you, which needs a lot of nurturing, which needs a lot of love, care. The moment we provide that nurturance, then automatically your inner child feels very, very safe. And there is so that part becomes integrated within you, and you also start feeling, start being calm, start being stable, and start feeling a lot of inner strength. And experiential trauma, strong negative life events condition the mind react with anxiety and similar future situations also. Maybe we all go through different kinds of traumatic situations, maybe business loss, or maybe relationship breakup, maybe some health issues, serious illnesses, which can cause lot of traumatic experiences, or which can cause lot of pain, intense pain. And that incident causes to feel lot of anxiety, stress, and self doubt. And since then it is continuing as a pattern. And the fourth one is ancestral trauma. So when we go to a doctor, if you get some health issues, if you go to a doctor, the doctor would ask, any of your family members also had this health issues? Your, maybe your parents or maybe your grandparents had this health issue. So the reason why they are asking it is being passed down through the genes. In a similar way, not just the health issues, but also their thoughts, their behavior, their emotions being passed on to us. So let's say if your mother or father or grandfather, grandmother had gone through any of this, mental health issues, maybe stress, anxiety, self-doubt, fears, unconsciously it is being passed on to you. And if you're not breaking, what happens? You'll also pass on this to your children. They'll also start feeling anxiety, stress, and self doubt. You think that, okay, the biggest gift I can give to them is, wealth, property, assets. Yes, that's good. But if you're not, giving them a healthy life, peaceful life, a joyful life, and if you're also passing this anxiety, stress, and self doubt, and ultimately whatever you're, giving to them in terms of the property, the wealth, assets, they are going to use to heal these health issues or to treat these health issues. That's what happening nowadays. We are spending lakhs of rupees and crores of rupees on our mental and emotional health issues, which also now it starts with mental health issues, it can lead to emotional, then it leads to physical also, it manifests in physical health issues also. Okay, and let's say so I'll give you some example. Because the thyroid issues, it's because of lack of expression, fear of expression. And the shoulder pain, it's because we are feeling some burden in our life, feeling some pressure in our life. Let's say if you are going through arthritis, it means we are rigid. So rigid means what? It's a rigid mindset which leads to this being not flexible in terms of our bones and joints. So in a similar way, this all these mental health issues leads to emotional health issues. This emotional health issues leads to it manifests in terms of physical health issues as well. So it's very important if you're going through at this stage. So if you can solve at this stage, come out of this issues permanently. So definitely you are going to save a lot of time, energy, and most importantly, the peace of mind and the relationships with your family members. That is, utmost valuable to us. Past life trauma, emotional imprints from previous life influencing current fears and struggle. Let's say if you have gone through a serious mental health issue such as anxiety, self doubt, fears, and you have been carrying the same mind, it's a consciousness. So you might think that okay, the the life is over, but you have been carrying the same mind. So what gives birth to this physical body is our consciousness, is that energy. If that energy, that mind consciousness consists of any fears, anxieties, stress, self-doubt from the previous life experiences, and definitely there are high chances also those fears, stress, self-doubt can affect this current life as well. Yes. I hope it makes sense. And to give you some few examples, say some people, they're born in a very good family and everything, their life experiences from childhood, everything is good. But so some people experience, traumatic, traumatic pain or painful incidents. It's because something triggered in their past life. Something happened in their past life, which is triggering this current life experiences. That is why it is called as a pattern, which means it is been recurring again and again. So it's very important to break this pattern at this point of time. And soul planning, pre-chosen life challenges designed for growth and which manifested repeated patterns of stress and struggle. So from many lifetimes, let's say if you're not breaking this pattern, so it keeps on repeating. Let's say if you're not passing grade 10th, what happens if you need to write that exam until you clear, until you pass that examination? In a similar way, we have been getting a lot of challenges, a lot of problems in our life. If you're not passing this examination, if you're not solving this challenge, particular challenge with a lot of emotional stability, emotional strength, what happens is this problems, this challenges keeps on repeating in our life every single day. And now ultimately this result in lot of judgment about ourselves, about others, about life. We also perceive something, every situation, every negative situation, unpleasant situation, we perceive as threat. So that's when we start judging ourselves. Maybe that I'm a bad person. Oh, I made this mistake. Oh, I've gone through this painful experiences. I have this bad habit. We start judging ourselves, others, life and business, and also we start criticizing ourselves, others, life, and business, hating yourself, hating others, hating life, business, punishing yourself, others, life, and business. How do we punish others? Let's say if you're not talking to your family member because of some anxiety or stress or self doubt, definitely it is you're giving a punishment to them. Let's say if you're having a small baby in your family, or maybe your children, or maybe your children. So let's say if you're not giving time to them, what happens is they're not getting your love and affection, because that's what important to them. When we were children, what we need was only our parents' love, affection, their time. Let's say if you're not giving that to your family members, not only for your children, even for your wife or husband, for your a parent, for your children, every person needs time, because time equals to love. The more you give your time, so that's when they start feeling the love. So it's very important to give that love. Otherwise, we are punishing, ourselves, others, and life or business also. Let's say if you're not able to focus on your business and focus on the management part, focus on the strategies, definitely you cannot grow your business as also. And blame yourself, others, life, and business, because maybe something things are not working out. The things are not working out. It's because something wrong with us. We see that, okay, because of this I'm feeling like this. No, you're feeling like this, so you have attracted that situation. Law of attraction works all the time without any exception, and also ultimately resulted in low energy, low focus, low confidence, low self-worth, low self-doubt, and low motivation. Enough. So, in order to master our life and business, we need to master three important skills for a happy, joyful, peaceful life and business. Because it's very important. Not only we also, as let's say, if you're a business owner, you master very important skills in your business, such as marketing, sales, delivery, operation, management. So, these are the important skills that we all master in our business. So when it comes to life also, there are very important skill we all need to master, so that our business becomes more joyful, peaceful, and happy. And to master this, let's say, business skills, marketing, sales, operation, management, we learn, we spend lot of money, we spend lot of energy, and we put lot of effort to master the skills. In a similar way, if you want to master your life and business, see, you can do business with a lot of joy, you can do business with a lot of pain. So what you are choosing is the pain or the joy. So there is also a different way of, and we have a choice, and we can choose, okay, whether to live a joyful life or live a painful life, and also do a business with a lot of joy, with a lot of pain. And when we master these three important skills, so it takes, of course, it takes time, and it takes effort, and it takes a lot of investment also, to invest in yourself, because to how much money you have invested in your business, to grow your business. In a similar way, we need to invest in ourselves, to grow our life, and to live a joyful, peaceful life. And the important skill is high energy, and the second important skill is high focus, and the third important skill is high confidence. So what is high energy? Your ability to how fast you are able to shift your energy from negative to positive. It's We all go through a lot of negative emotions, and all go through low energy times. But how fast you're able to come out of that negative energy is what is the skill is all about. Some people spend years, some people spend lifetimes in that negative energy, complaining about that situation, complaining about that circumstances. But if you master this skill, you can come out immediately, maybe within seconds. That's how it's a mastering the skill. Some people, they come out, within seconds, within minutes, within hours, within days, within years, within lifetimes. So it's you need to decide how fast I'm able to come out of my negative energy, negative situations, negative trauma, pain. So that's what this skill is all about. And the second important skill is focus on the creation part. Yes, focusing on scrolling reels also is a focus. But are you focusing on what you want to create in your life? It's your ability. This skill is all about, it's your ability to direct your energy towards what you want. There are many things which you want, and if you're not focusing on those important things, definitely you'll not be able to create it, you'll not be able to attract it, you'll not be able to manifest it. If you want to manifest, attract, and create it, it's your ability to direct your energy towards what you want. And if at all you want to direct that energy, you need to have that high energy. Let's say if you're not feeling low in energy, and you have nothing to direct your energy, that force to manifest something that you want in your life. So first, that's a reason. The skill number one is to have high energy, so that we can direct all of our energy towards what we want, towards what we want to create, what we want to experience in our life. So that's what the skill number two is all about. And skill number three is high confidence. How high confidence comes is how deliberately, consciously you can manifest your desires every single day. How consciously you can give intention, how consciously you can, how deliberately can you give intention, can you manifest it, can you create it? Yes, I know for sure that this is my intention, and I'm absolutely certain that I will manifest, I'm going to manifest, I can manifest. Many people just hope, wish, oh, I hope this will happen, I wish this will happen. And the moment we master the skills, we become absolutely certain about our creation, about our manifestation, about whatever we want to experience in our life. We can create with so much of ease, with so much of peace, and with so much of joy. Yes. Now, what is the solution? How to master the skills? How to have this high energy, high focus, high confidence, high momentum? And when we master this, all these three important skills, the magic happens. We get high results in our life, be it in your life, be it in your business. You get high results, and also which gives a lot of momentum. So many people, what they're lacking is a momentum. Let's say if you're going through a stress, anxiety, and self-doubt, which is causing a lot of low in energy, low focus, low confidence, which means you're losing that momentum. Maybe for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, if you're on a constant loop of this and feeling these negative emotions, then it's very difficult for you lost that momentum, and to regain that momentum, it takes many months, years. So that's why it's very, very important to take action right now and to work on these things, so that we can have that high energy, high focus, and high confidence, which gives high momentum to achieve that high results, manifest that high results. Now, what is the solution? The solution lies in a three different levels, not just three different ways, but three different levels. Now, what do I mean by that? See, if you're trying to solve at a conscious level, apparent level, what we normally our approach would be, okay, there is some issue in your workplace. What we try to do is we try to fix it on a physical level, which means, let's say you have some problem with your employee or with your partner. What we do, mostly with your arguments, mostly with your words, you try to fix that solution. But yes, apparently this may be the solution, but of course this is not a permanent solution. But ultimately, something which within you attracted those kind of situations or circumstances in your life. Now, the moment you direct your entire attention within yourself and fix something within yourself, so that the automatically you can take that inspired action to fix that solution. But what happens if you're not at peace, if you're not in harmony, if you're not in balance, then trying to fix that situation with lot of action, physical action, your physical action without your alignment, alignment in your thought, alignment in your emotions, alignment in your energy, obviously it may not reap much benefits even though you're taking action. So that's why it's very important. You're not just solving the solution, just not at a conscious level or at apparent level. It looks like, okay, something, okay, the problem, the root cause lies something outside. No, the root cause always lies within ourselves, as we discussed in the previous slides. And the level two solution is subconscious, which is little deeper, but we call it as a surface level only. But unconscious level is, we are, most of us, we are unconscious, but that unconscious always keep on reacting to situations, because it is a survival mode, it is survival instincts, because that's how been from many ages we have been living in this survival instincts, because anytime the war can happen, anytime something loss can happen, something unpleasant can happen, so that we are always consciously alert of what threats. Means the moment we perceive something as threat, that's when our brain starts reacting, so it is unconscious. So that's why we need to solve at this level, deeper level. And this is a permanent solution. Yes, you may solve at apparent level, surface level, subconscious level, but if you try to solve this at an unconscious level, you can come out of it permanently, you can eliminate it, you can dissolve this stress, anxiety, self-doubt, and fears. Now, three levels. One is level one is conscious at thought level, apparent level. Okay, we think positive thinking, affirmations, reading books, watching videos, enrolling courses. Definitely, it will help you. But of course, it is just level one, which means it's an apparent level only. Okay, I think positively that everything will happen. I wish good will happen. I hope that good things will happen. Yes, it's not wrong. You need to do this, but this is not ultimate solution, because it is just conscious level only. But there is an unconscious level, which is a habit mind, which is an automatic programming, which is always running behind our head, behind our consciousness. Now that is a subconscious feeling surface level. So we try to meditate or counseling, we use medicines. What medicines does is it shuts the conscious mind so that we are not aware of the pain. So many people think that by taking a medicine it's a solution. The what it actually does is it just suppress our emotions so that we don't feel the pain, and we think that okay, we have come out of that pain. But ultimately when that the power of that medicine goes away, automatically next day we feel that pain. That's why doctor would suggest you to take that medicine every single day. If it is working, it should work one time, right? Why again we keep on using medicines again and again every single day? And again, if you're into serious, if it is so intense, then definitely it is recommended. But if there is a possibility that you can solve at this stage also, it is possible. That's why you need to talk to us, and you need to talk on a private level and to talk these issues, confidential matters, and solve get a customized roadmap to solve these problems. And level number three is which is unconscious at a sensations level. As I said earlier, you're not reacting to external situation, you are reacting to a sensations within yourself. The moment you feel something unpleasant within your body, some reaction, some unpleasant sensation in the body, then you start feeling a lot of negative emotions. And you think that because of that person or that situation I'm reacting. No, it is because there is some unpleasant sensation within your body, so that you're reacting to that unpleasant sensation. So now going to the specific incident, see, something happened at your childhood, something happened in your relationship, something happened, some loss happened in your business, because of which it is a traumatic event, it is a painful event, and you're not able to process those emotions at that particular point of time, because you have been overwhelmed, you have been confused at that point of time. So the more moment we go to that specific incident situation and aware of that suppressed feeling, whatever we have been suppressed, because it's a freeze mode, we have been suppressed a lot of feelings or emotions, now are aware of corresponding sensation, because every sensation has a corresponding feeling and every feeling has a corresponding sensation, and process these feelings at a deeper level and permanently free from the pain the moment you release. And most people think that okay, just if I heal it completely, then why will I have that memory again? So it's not about a memory, you can have that memory, but you will not have that emotional charge to that particular memory. That's how powerful it is. The moment you free permanently from this pain, you come out of this pain, then you have a memory. Yes, this happened in my past. I went through this situation or experience, but you'll not have any emotional charge, even though you remember that situation, that person, that circumstances. Yes, now what do you choose? You have a three different level solutions. But if you choose level 1 and level 2, what happens is it takes a lot of time. Yes, people are working on that particular solution. It is taking time. It takes a lot of effort, and it is because when we want to follow level 1 and level 2 solution, maybe certain times we lack a clear guidance, the deeper guidance, and it is just a temporary solution. It's not the permanent solution. As I said, the unconscious mind, the unconscious brain is always keep on reacting at a sensation level. If you're not, obviously if you're not aware of it, what happening within you, you think that okay, something because of the external situations I'm reacting. No, you may be solving the situation, the people at in your external world, but as long as if you're keep on reacting to the sensation within you, then it means a clear indication that you have not solved this problem on a deeper level. So yes, it is a very painful, because going through, even though consciously we think that I need to be positive, but unconscious mind, it's always been reacting to the situation. So and then where is the joy, where is the peace, where is the ease? So obviously it is a painful process. Now if you are choosing a level 3 solution, which is very fast, which is very less effort, because it does not take lot of years of time, and it does not take hundreds of processes, hundreds of therapies, hundreds of meditations. It's a simple easy guidance, it's a clear guidance, it's a permanent solution, it's a joyful way. So there are always a choice. And how we are going to evolve, it is our choice, whether going to evolve through a lot of pain or through a lot of joy or through a lot of peace. We have the choice with ourselves. And if you choose this level 3 solution, definitely we are happy to guide you to get our mentoring and coaching from us. So let's meet in one-on-one consultation. If you've already booked the one-on-one consultation, I'm going to meet you in the consultation session where I'm going to give you customized roadmap or the plan to free from the stress, anxiety, self-doubt, fears, and achieve high energy, high focus, and high confidence in just 30 days of time. See, it's a bold promise. Nobody can promise you to solve these problems. To solve these problems, many people take some months, many people take years of time, but all you need is just 30 days, because we are approaching the solution, approaching this problem, stress, anxiety, the self-doubt, fears, from a multi-dimensional approach. Let's say to solve a particular business problem also, there is a multi-dimensional approach. In a similar way, we are also approaching this problem from multi-dimensional way. We are looking at this from spiritual perspective, we are looking at from neuroscience perspective, we are looking at this from quantum physics perspective, we are also looking from the science perspective, meta science. Okay, the science about the body and the mind. It's all happening within us. You think it is outside, but it is always within your body and mind. It's a pure science, it's a pure spirituality, it's a pure quantum physics, it's a pure research, it's a pure the pure, it's a clearer path, so that everybody can experience the results in a shorter span of time. So I'm super excited to see you in the consultation session. If you have not yet booked the consultation, so make sure you use this link or WhatsApp our team to this number. So definitely we'll be happy to provide the details. And yeah, I'm like super excited to see you in the session. Take care. I love you. Bye.